Yo! Inside the OMG. That's where we are. That's where you are. What's up? This is our debut show.
Yeah.
Our debut
Pilot,
show.
right? It's a pilot, right?
Yeah,
Pilot.
It's pilot season,
pilot,
everybody.
that's right. We're bringing it live to you.
Right.
So we thought we'd do something fun. You know, we always wanted to have a residency somewhere, so we might as well just have it
At a residence.
right here online with you.
Ooh, strong start.
Fancy with the camera moves. We got a 2-camera setup.
I know, I wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah.
Now I don't know what my good side is. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll get it figured out.
So I figured we would tell some stories. I did a little poll earlier, and you all want to hear about Boom, so we're going to get to that. But we can first just talk about, like, what's up, what's going on. Like, I haven't seen this guy in a little bit. So we're going to start with just, like, what's new in your life?
What's new? Oh,
Yeah.
it's directed directly.
Oh, yeah,
at me.
Kelley. Ladies and gentlemen, Kelley Hill.
Hi, thank you. We're glad to be here on the pilot episode. What's new? I don't know. I've been living in the rubbles of award season.
Yeah?
It was a weird award season this year. Movies, music, just weird. It was
Right.
a weird year, right?
Yeah?
I think I referred to the Oscars this year as a lame duck year. I think I said that at one point to someone. I was like, "Yeah, I mean, anyone could win, but probably no one should win." I think in the long run.
Did you provide drums for that show?
We did a couple things for the Oscars, which was fun. That one wasn't half as bad though as Grammys. Grammys was a busy week.
Yeah, I bet.
That was a
Well,
lot.
tell the good people where you
So
you do your thing.
So I work at Center Staging, which is a backline company out in Burbank, California, and we supply all sorts of backline gear and rehearsal space and all that kind of good stuff. So it was Grammys season is always a very busy season for me, and so I got to figure out a bunch of those drum kits for the most part that were going on for that show, and it's good. It's fun. Love that job. Fun. A lot of cool. Seen a lot of wrecked pieces. I've seen a lot of gaff tape. I live my life in gaff tape.
Right.
So.
When you did the Grammy show, like, what kit came back destroyed, if any?
What kid came back destroyed? I don't know, but for anybody who's a fan of hers, I haven't really listened to her a lot just yet. But that Brandi Carlile kit, that's a dope vintage kit, and it looks weird up close. It looked really good on television, but like up close, it's like this huge kick drum too, and you like don't even realize how huge it is. And it looks like it should sound like trash, but it sounds like the most glorious thing. That thing is really impressive live. No, everything came back pretty clean from the Grammys. They're much more respectful than the Coachella crowd.
Oh.
That's the stuff that comes back with blood and dust on it. It's
Okay.
just like, someone died out there probably on this drum kit. So
Right.
that one was pretty clean this year. It was good. Not too bad.
All right.
Yeah, it was all right.
Cool.
Yeah.
D,
Yo.
what's up? What's
Same
new?
old. Same old, nothing new. You know me. Day-to-day living.
All right.
Hanging on by a thread.
Yeah.
No, just trying to get through day by day. Been doing a lot of writing.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you about that. You've got some new lyrics, new...
Yeah. Bunch of new songs.
Okay.
So,
But that could be something we do, like, a little segment we call Making It Up As We Go Along. Just kind of like we're doing right now.
Are you going to open up your song list to all the people like that?
I don't know.
Still got titles we haven't finished yet.
I know, that's true. We got a lot to do.
yeah.
We got a lot of stuff to finish because we're in the middle of recording a new album.
Yes.
We got like 5 or 6 songs mixed, and like another 8 to go. So that's coming your way in 2019. So we're excited about that.
But we're doing this instead of that.
Well, this is more fun sometimes. All right, so
What's new with you?
with me, what's
What's
new
going on
with
with
me? Besides just trying to figure this out and put this all together
Right? Yeah.
this week, I just had this this idea to like do something different and bring something on a regular basis, and just kind of figuring out like, okay, how many cameras do I have access to? What's the sound situation going to be like? All of that was it's daunting, and I'm sure like show 300 is going to be way different than show number 1.
Probably.
Should be.
I hope.
Well, we'll have our intern figured out by 300.
That's right.
That's
there
right.
you go.
We'll just show up.
Or assistant, whatever they call them these days.
We'll just show up.
Can't have interns
good.
anymore.
But otherwise, been working on music and working on a brand new Olio store. You can go to shop.oliomusic.com. You can check that out. New stuff. So that's been fun, putting that all together. I know I want to revamp the website, so that's coming up. Otherwise, just living life, raising kids.
Busy Beaver. Busy Beaver.
Busy. It's baseball season.
Oh, that's right.
We're in baseball season already. So,
you are.
So we're doing that now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, all right. So this next little segment here, we're gonna do a song called "Boom." But before, I want to just kind of set up the story with this, how this developed and what happened. So, funny enough, I see Chip is in the chat room, and Chip, I don't know if I ever told you how Boom came to be, but I think I'm 11 years old, 12 years old, and there was, I grew up in Washington, D.C., Northern Virginia, and there was a plane crash. Plane crashed into the 14th Street Bridge. It was like January 14th. It was bad. People died. It was bad. So there was an eyewitness, and we were listening to the radio, probably DC 101. And there was an eyewitness at the crash, and it was a cab driver, and he was just like, "Yeah, I saw it, and it went boom, just like that." He's talking about the plane hitting the bridge and going into the Potomac River. So I just remember that phrase, "boom, just like that."
How old were you at that point?
11 or 12.
Okay.
And it was a thing because the way he said it just stuck in my brain. I'm sure, I think Chip can relate because we used to say "boom" just like that a lot. Years go by, trying to come up with a song, and that phrase came in, so I was like, "Oh wow, boom, just like that." So when I started writing it, it was really about that event and the tragedy, and it was just like, "Ooh, this is kind of a bummer song." So then I said, "Well, why not change kind of the verses and what it's about, and have it be more about just the moment that can change your life, not necessarily life or death, but in other ways, in choices that you make and whatnot." So, the story is basically about a guy who's a ladies' man, but the tables get turned on him, and things work differently than he had planned. So that's the story of Boom. So with that, let's play it.
All right.
Got the swag to match your swagger. Got the look. Breaking every heart you see. Got the look. She got the moves to make him stagger on the hook. Now he's making room for three on the hook. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Put a ring on her finger, not the one. But his friends tell him to run. Not the one. She puts a
He's a ringer,
not his son.
cause the kid is not his son.
Not his son.
It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Everybody go boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Oh, just like that. Y'all know where it's at. Just like that. Y'all know where it's at. Fights along, but she's a slayer. He's no longer living free. She's a player all the way. It's out of tragedy all the way. Sometimes people stay the same. Sometimes people change their ways. See the light. Well, they do what's right. Right. Before it goes boom. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Everybody go boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Just like boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Everybody go boom, just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Y'all know where it's at. 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 Woo!
Just like that.
Ooh! Still got it. Still got it.
Still doing it. It's been a minute.
It has.
Yes, it has. Let me see. I'm going to jump in this chat and see what's going on here.
There's a little bit of an improvised jazz version that got in there.
Yeah.
Which jazz practice is always the most fun. Not have it practice. It stays fun. It's getting chatty in there.
Yeah, it is.
I see a lot of bubbles.
Oh, yeah. So Chip says Howard Stern was fired that day for calling the airline on air. I remember.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yep. Man. DC 101.
Shout out DC 101 if you're watching. You will be after this now.
Yeah. No kidding. So if you got any questions, you want us to play a particular song, we may or may not give it a shot. Depends on what you request.
It's surely leaving it up to fate on that one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So we could also. Oh, you got something?
No.
Oh,
I got nothing.
You got nothing.
He's fine. He's fine back there.
Okay.
He's good.
Doing his thing.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. We could do a segment we call That Time. But instead of me picking it, you pick it.
Me pick it.
Yeah, that time, anything.
I don't know.
That time, I don't know. What?
Well, we should introduce what it is first before we just throw to it.
Okay.
It is the pilot.
Okay. Maybe we need
In
to
the
come
pilot, you have to over-explain everything.
I
Like, you
guess.
find out who the bad guy is in the pilot. Except,
guess.
like, Game of Thrones. He ends up being the good guy, right?
Maybe.
Spoiler alert. Whoever you loved in Season 1 is probably dead by now.
That's
you haven't watched it yet.
We could also come up with a theme song for That Time.
We would be tailored for that kind of industry.
Yeah.
That's the point.
We could come up with some kind of a little thing. But anyway, the point of That Time is that time ... Like, that time Kelley almost didn't make it home from Paris, France.
Oh, yeah, me.
Or
yeah.
that time Kelley was almost abducted in Southern Oregon.
Oh yeah, me again. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But those are all the good ones.
There's no other good ones.
I don't know. You tell me.
You know, the only one.
That time.
Well, this segment will become really quickly just me filling in the memory pieces because I will tell these stories to people and I don't really remember all the details. So this is probably a good chance to fill it all in for me. So there was that time we were on tour and we were in Seattle, I think.
Okay.
Because we were staying with John.
John.
Who I love you, John.
And John, I think John's in.
If John's here,
he has joined us. What's up, John?
I love you, John. I miss you. I think we were staying at John's house, or we were in Seattle. Anyway, we were like in the downtown area. I'm basically looking to them for validation for the story.
Downtown Seattle.
It was like this little hole in the wall kind of place. And we walked in, and like the stage was kind of on our right side. It was small. I mean, like the size of
the spot with the chicken?
With the chicken?
See, we're gonna see.
Yeah, there was a chicken shack inside, right? Is that the spot you're talking about?
No, that's not the spot I'm thinking of. It was like a cold, rainy night. It wasn't really rainy, but it was cold. It was Seattle. What are you gonna do? It's cold. And we walked in, and they had like a smallish kind of stage, but like elevated. So if you were standing in front of the stage, it like came up to like mid chest or something like that. It was high up. And they had one of those Resner air conditioners like sitting in the corner, like up on the ceiling. Which if you've ever seen a Resner like air conditioner, they're these ridiculously huge, large things. They look like a speaker that they just place on in the middle of the most inconvenient spot in the restaurant.
I remember.
You remember in this?
I remember.
Okay,
yeah.
So
what spot was this?
So it was where there was a laptop malfunction with one of the bands.
Yes,
but that's a lot of shows, so that doesn't tell you anything.
But the particular memory I had, I was sharing this at a friend's party the other day because we were telling like campfire stories, and this was the closest thing I had to a campfire story. So we were playing, and we played with a myriad of very interesting bands, and a handful of them that are actually pretty young, like on the young side, like to the point where I was like, "Do your parents know you're out right now, and are they coming to pick you up when your set is over?" And wasn't it like this, like youngish, like 6 or 7 piece like ska kind of band?
Yeah.
Who looked like, I don't remember what their agenda was, but I was filled with an overwhelming sense of like, I think their teacher made them go out and they needed to play this show for college credit or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I remember thinking. And cannot remember a note of what they played, but really enjoyed their enthusiasm. Just that's all I remember. I just remember being in Seattle and like, I don't think these parents know where their children are. And their kids are playing like a ska show, and then, because then the laptop malfunction happened before or after them, and then we played at the end, I think.
Right. Yeah.
And I was so enamored by those children. So, John, if you can find those ska kids and just tell them that I love them and appreciate them for what they did for me that night, I really appreciate it. I guess whatever the nearest school in Seattle was at that point. That's I've been thinking about that for like the last couple weeks.
Right.
I just love that memory.
I'm trying to think of that. We did that run. We went from Mammoth, and then I think we either went to somewhere near Portland, and then went to Seattle.
I think
and then Spokane. I think it was that. Yeah.
I remember that time. There's nothing cool about me in that story, but I love those kids.
So that's your first. That's our first that time.
I think so. That's the one I'm picking. It's mostly so I can retain the memory at this point. I'm starting to get old.
All right, that's good. You got any that times you want to share?
Wow, come on, there's a lot of them.
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
Pick one. Yeah. Anyone? Mammoth. Mammoth's a good.
It could be. Oh, Mammoth's got some good.
Mammoth's a good that time.
Oh God.
Probably not even about you.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea for me to.
Oh, you shouldn't tell it
because like when you talk about Mammoth, the only thing I can think of is I would just want to smash that guy's head in. So I don't want to promote violence.
Yeah. Okay.
So we either have to tell that story or we have to tease it for the next episode.
We'll tease it for the next one.
Okay. Good.
That's good
because that's a hell of a lead-in.
Yeah. All I remember is D saying, "You better step," and the guy went, "What? You better step." What? You better step. So that'll be in the next episode. You better step.
That was a good one.
That time D said, "You better step."
That's a good one. I'm gonna look forward to that next week or next time. Whatever.
That time.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well,
Excellent.
we're gonna play another song.
We are?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
So how
And
about?
what song are we playing?
I'm thinking we do rich people problems.
Oh, God.
And why don't we talk about how that came to be?
Yeah.
Rich people problems.
Rich people problems.
We were at an award show in Malibu. Our song "Hello Goodbye" was nominated for best rock song. So we went to Malibu. It was a nice hang. It was fun. And while we were there, there was a guy who looked like Mickey Rourke, and he came over to the bar. He sat down. He started telling us about life in Malibu, and he was like annoyed.
Was he just a wandering transient? Because I've heard this story now so many times, and I'm trying to remember.
No.
Like, was he already an angel or something?
He looked like 1980s Mickey Rourke. Like he was dressed.
Yeah,
he probably had white leather shoes on.
I think he had a purple shirt on. If I'm not mistaken,
He might have. Yeah,
and a vest. But he had a vest on too.
But he was, he didn't look like a transient. He looked like he said he was living in Malibu. So,
but was he a musician?
No.
He was just at this thing.
He was just at this thing, and I don't know. Maybe he's an actor, maybe a model. Who knows? A wine connoisseur.
Model. Let's go with that.
He's a model. He was a model. So he starts telling us about life in Malibu and the dating scene in Malibu, and he's complaining. He's like, "Oh man, Malibu," and then he says, my favorite line, which we ended up putting in the song. And he says, "Malibu, nothing but tits and teeth." And we were like, what?
It's a true story.
True story. So we get in the car. We're heading back home after this event. And I share the story. And we're like, ooh, that's a song. We gotta write a song. Rich people problems. 2 weeks later, we ended up going to France with Eddie Kramer, which is that's another story we'll get to. But we get to France, we're with Eddie Kramer, and we've got 3 songs that we're going to record there. Rich People Problems is not one of them yet because it's not finished. Well, in between recording those 3, D cranks out the lyrics, Rich People Problems.
In a fury.
I went out with the gang. I went to a local bar, restaurant with
watering hole.
Yeah, in France.
A French watering hole.
And I'm hanging out, and I come back at 3 a.m, and D's like, "I did it. I finished."
It's true. So I think I was asleep.
You were definitely asleep.
I was definitely asleep.
You were done.
Yeah.
And you finished the song, and you're like, "All right, let's do it." So the next day where we were, it was a fabric factory that was turned into a recording studio. So it's became this, I don't know, 20-room mansion that you could stay there.
Oh, yeah.
And record. And if you had the money, you could be there for 3 months. So we were invited to come, and we were there for like 10 days. And while we were there, we recorded Rich People Problems. I remember we were in that. It was kind of like a dungeon room where you remember where we did the little pedal shootout?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Not in the room we recorded
the demo.
but
the first room.
Yeah, I'm not prepared because I didn't think we were going here, but next week I'll put up a picture of that.
Right.
That dungeon. Kind of dark.
Honestly, like looking back on it, very scary that they put us in there.
Yeah, they could have locked the door and we'd still be there. So we worked it out.
It's like from a Saw movie.
It is.
It is.
We worked it out, and we showed Eddie. And we were like, you got to hear this. And we had recorded it on my phone, and it's like a voice memo. And we showed it to Eddie, and he was just, "Oh, we got to record it now." So we did. That was fun.
Yes.
That was fun. All right, so we're going to do Rich People Problems.
All right, this should be fun.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. That's never good.
We're good, I think.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Lots of first.
My Rolex is on time, but my Bentley next in line. The ballet has a degree. I go in, see my friends, and I party to no end. I live a life of ecstasy. Tea time at 8, you showed up late and made me miss my massage. My iced tea and missing lemon, country club has got me sinning. Leave a message, I'll be at the spot. Wow! London! I got rich people problems. He's got rich people problems. I got money growing on trees. I got rich people problems. He's got rich people problems. Everybody riding free. Hey, 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 over here, over there, all my friends are billionaires. Named after me. I got rich people problems. He's got rich people problems. This is how I know it should be. I'm rich. Private jets, movie sets, secret island psychopaths. You just don't know what to do. Shopping on Fifth Avenue, tits and teeth in Malibu. Oh, Cosmo ain't got nothing on you, girl. All over the world. Monaco, Shanghai, Beverly Hills, Dubai. That's right. I got rich people problems. He's got rich people problems. I got money growing on trees. I got rich people problems. He's got rich people problems. He riding for free. Hey, hey, over here, over there. All my friends are billionaires. 12 o'clock time for tea. I got rich people problems. He's got rich people problems. This is how I know it should be. I'm rich. All over the world. Domo arigato, Tokyo. It's mine, Berlin. Dr. Shea. Here we go again. I got rich people problems. He's got rich people problems. I got money growing on trees. I got rich people problems. He's got rich people problems. Everybody riding for free. Hey, 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 over here, over there, all my friends are billionaires. The Cayman Islands don't charge a fee. I got rich people problems. He's got rich people problems. This is how I know it should be. I'm rich. Yeah. I'm rich beyond belief. I'm rich beyond belief.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. I'm so rich, I'm crying.
That's pretty rich.
That's rich, bitch.
That's pretty freaking rich.
All right, let's say hello to some people. So, Iris has joined us.
Hi, Iris.
Andre, what's up, man? San Francisco.
Whoa.
The Humidors. You got to check out Andre's band, The Humidors.
What's up?
Awesome band. Andre, we met years ago. We played in Long Beach, and he was in a different band. And they did like a quick little run down California.
Uh-huh.
And we met him. And his band played. We played. Then a couple times we went to San Francisco, and he came out, and we saw him. And since then, I think that band obviously split up, but now he's in a band called The Humidors, and really good. like R&B, soul, good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see who else we've got in here.
Soul Alive.
We got Shannon's here. What's up, Shannon?
Hi.
Arturo. We said John Frazier. Mark Fragala. What's up, man? Ellen's in here. Sean, what's up? Walker.
Look at all these people hanging out on Facebook.
Jason. Nice. Barb's in here. Adam Miller. What's up, Adam
I
Miller?
forget that everybody's on Facebook.
It's awesome.
Right.
Alexa. Alexa is here. Brian's here. What's up, Brian?
This is like the most exposure I've had on Facebook in like 4
It's
years.
amazing. John's in
I think
here.
so.
Tina's in here.
Some people are going to
Chip
realize
and
I'm
Todd,
still alive.
Steve
at this
Frazier.
point.
It won't let me go up. It won't let me scroll up anymore. So if I've missed someone,
If you're in here, just go ahead and push the like button. That's the way to do it, right? That's
Yeah.
what people do, right?
yeah, push that
Click those likes.
I like it.
Something like that, right?
Cool. So we could do a Q&A if anyone's got any questions. Fire away.
Like, reasonable questions.
Or maybe you just like watching us wing it.
Or tell us, like, what are you eating right now?
Oh,
It's
God.
like dinner time. What are you eating
Why?
right now? Why? Why do we care? This may be their version of Netflix and chill,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
which is weird.
Yeah.
But, I guess that's what does it,
It
for
could
you.
happen.
It's exciting, right? It's like live
Hey,
TV.
Alexa has a question.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
let's see here.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I can't even see it. I don't know what's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. As a band, what is your songwriting process? Craig Black. Is Arif's hair a wig? Come on, man. Shh.
See when you pull the audience like that,
Ooh.
you better be careful. You'll
Ooh, will you play another song?
get a question.
Yeah.
Steve Frazier's like, stop with all the talking.
Oh my goodness.
No, he didn't say that. I'm just putting words in his text.
Yeah, but he meant it.
Yeah. So, Craig Black. What's up, man? We need to get back to the ATL.
ATL shot
What's up? All right, Alexa, as a band, what is your songwriting process? Excellent question.
It's a pretty good question.
Yeah.
You got
All
a
right.
few of them.
All right, D. What's the process?
Okay, let's go with process number 1,
Process number 1.
which is kind of the I guess maybe the easier process. Maybe somebody will come in with a song either done or somewhat done. Maybe a verse and a chorus, and hey, I got this idea. What do you guys think? And basically we start chomping on it and we work it all out. And as we start playing, obviously things change. So, even the person who was, maybe wrote the music or the lyrics or whatever, you start hearing things differently, and now you start going in different directions and you start seeing where the song itself wants to go. And you have to serve the song. That's number 1. So, we do that process. We also do the process number 2, which is we're in a room together and we jam. And we just, bunch of riffs and grooves until something sticks. And somebody goes, oh, I kind of like that one. And you record it and you take it home and you kind of mess with it and sing some melodies on top of it. Till you get a really good idea, something really strong, and then you bring it back to the band and say, hey, remember we did this groove? I kind of got something for it. And same kind of thing. We take it and start chopping it up and working it out. Sometimes we have situations where even if we're in rehearsal and somebody just plays a very simple melody or says a phrase, and that can get you going. That's happened a few times. Like Round and Round, for example.
Right.
Kelley was playing this really cool bass line thing.
What bass line were you playing? Dun, dun, dun.
Phone a friend?
You want a lifeline?
I think so.
Well, it's just the bass line of the song, right?
Yeah.
So that happened, and that was another happening in France, and
Oh yeah.
I wrote it all out. I just had this idea came in my head round and round, and I just kind of started growing with it. And so when we were messing around that one day in the dungeon,
yeah,
we started working on it. And by the time we got back home, we really fine-tuned it and put it together. And boom, there it is. We had a song, So, the process, it can happen kind of from anywhere and come from anywhere. The good thing I think that I really enjoy with us is we don't stifle the process. We let the song do what it needs to do and kind of go from there. It's like, even if I write lyrics and I have melodies, but they might not be complete, I know when I bring it to the table, it's going to get completed. So there's no ego, there's no thing, oh, no, I did that. And just, it's just, let's write the song. What's the best lyric here? Because maybe the harmony is more important. So we have to make sure we get the right lyric for that harmony. Or depending on what the instruments are doing. So everything plays a part in the songwriting process. And we just kind of let it happen.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite thing, kind of that philosophy when we started. It was just the best idea is obvious. It just presents itself, and there's never like, yeah, but I wrote that. We need to have my part in it. Didn't matter. It was always just like, oh, yeah, that other part's way better. You can just tell, which is great. So the song just kind of dictates what it needs to do and where it needs to go. And there's just, I think we all just work instinctually, and you just know when the song's done, it's finished, we don't need to do more to it, or it's just like, I don't know, it still seems something's not quite right yet, and then we just work on it and figure it out. So, you want to play round and round? We're talking about it, or you want to do something else?
Well, let's hold on. Let's get back to our
good question. Good thoughtful question.
Thank you, Alexa.
It was a little heavy for this band, but yeah. we'll try to live up to that.
Oh yeah. Oh, so we do have one of you coming to Atlanta. Don't know yet, but hopefully soon. Right. And Barb says come east. Definitely. East. Jana wants to hear Sagacity.
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah.
Ooh.
We haven't done this ever. And by ever, I mean maybe 4 years.
Are you really going to make me play it?
Oh, I can't say I know it.
Back of my hand, talking chocolate. Palm of my hand, white as cream. To live this life, walk down the road. Walk down the road in the shoes of lividity. Sound of my name, pure and simple. Look at my name, causes hate. To live this life, float up a stream. Float up a stream in the ship of veracity. Fly, darkness surrounding me. Fly, light unseen. Fly, Darkness surrounded, light unseen, depth in we judged by culture, deemed by its history, conceive one perception, know all things as it means sagacity. Darkness surrounded, light unseen, darkness surrounded, light unseen. It goes to a bridge section.
Ooh.
And I have no idea what that is at the moment. I'm impressed that we even got this far.
An impressive feat, honestly.
Oh my god. I really haven't played that in like 4 years.
There's a quiet panic that goes through musicians when one of them just starts playing the song and the others have to follow.
Like, oh!
And I like to say that we handle that panic pretty well almost all the time. But that was a man enough moment to say that, like, well, this would be a good place to stop.
This is good. This is good. I mean, you got over half of the song.
That was impressive. And I thank you for that request because it really kept us on our toes. I forgot we had that song, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta be ready for the beat.
Some of you have never heard that song either.
So that, just so, for those of you that are new, D and I have been together in a band.
Here we go.
Since 98.
98. What?
Actually, 7.
It's 7.
97.
98 was the first release.
Right. Actually, 98 was the first recording. 99 was we released it.
You are correct.
So we thought we were going to be really clever back in 98. Back in 1998. We thought we were going to be really smart, and we were like, we don't need to release a studio album. We're going to release a live album. So that's what we did. So that song, Sagacity, was on that live album.
Yeah. Is that the only recording of it?
Yeah. Well,
no.
But I don't know where.
The original.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's on the.
There's a version of
on
it.
the Vivid tapes.
On the Vivid tapes.
Oh, that's right. All right. So now we're going way back.
This is a real.
So this is all right.
Just this is time.
This is BD.
Okay.
Before D.
BD. Oh, BD.
Okay. BD. So like 95, or 94, I put out a solo CD. Was looking for a bass player to start a project. Hooked up with a guy named Tony Shibumi. Shout out. We just saw you at the NAMM show. I haven't seen Tony in at least 10 years. So that was cool. So Tony and I start this project, and we're looking for drummers. And we went through 5-6 drummers. Couldn't find the right guy. And finally, we find D. And that's a that time for another. That's a good that time. That's actually a really good that time.
That's a very good.
And I got to pull some video of that time because I can like drop it into the feed because it's hilarious.
It's good to know it's not going to be all
That
weird
time.
stories about me. That was a fear going into this.
No, there's plenty of stories.
Oh, good.
It's all good. So yeah, that's another one. But yeah, so Sagacity was on our first release, which is called "Ain't No Party Like an Olio Party" live. So, Jana, we did it for you.
Available on the website.
That's right.
oliomusic.com.
Todd Hammond.
Oh, Todd!
Of course, is chiming in.
Todd, go to bed.
Is there an unreleased song we can hear?
Hold on, real quick. We'll get to that. But
Yeah, we're going to get to that.
We were going to do that, but I just want to say this is really funny. So John, our buddy John McCloy Band.
There's John.
Yes. He says, the undone ties kills me.
Kills me.
Yeah.
Well, we're undone today.
Yeah, it's we're just hanging out vibe.
This is the after work look.
This is the hanging out.
By the way.
So I'm glad you noticed.
By the way.
Thanks for noticing.
With the John McCloy Band.
Yeah.
They just released a brand new EP.
Did they?
Yes, they did.
They did.
Yes, they did. So it could be as simple as johnmccloyband.com, but if not, just search John McCloy. He's our Facebook friend as well. Great band. We had the pleasure of playing with them.
Upstanding gentleman.
we did a Saint Rock Battle of the Bands, and they're a trio as well. They came out and just slayed.
They were killer.
Solid musicians, great songs, hooks. Like what? Awesome. Really, really great. So, thanks for noticing, John.
Congrats, John. Congrats on the.
Okay, now we can move to Todd's request.
Todd's request.
Yeah.
Todd.
So he wants a jam.
Well, he wants to know about any new stuff.
Uh-huh.
He wants to hear an unreleased song. He wants to hear something. He wants to hear an unfinished idea.
we got a lot of unfinished. We don't need to do that. But we could do
Oh yeah.
we could do
Yeah, we
that.
can do a little bit of that.
All right.
Sure.
I gotta adjust my
Oh
delay.
God, here we go.
Requires so much production.
Guitar players.
So Arif and I both have pedal boards, and they're pretty immaculate. And if you any of you gearheads are out there, maybe we'll do an episode where we dive into it because my pedal board is like all janky, and people give me a lot of compliments about it, and I'm like, no, you don't understand. It's not impressive what's going on here at all compared to him.
No, it's great.
But he's the one who's like he's the one who has to get his adjustments straight. Otherwise, we can't play the song.
Although a good that time was when we opened for Living Color, and Vernon Reed's pedal board was the size of this room.
Yeah,
Literally.
Yeah.
So I have a photo of our pedal boards and his pedal board on stage.
a little Death Star.
It's the best thing ever.
It's pretty cool.
And I looked at him, I'm like, so do you just hit a pedal for every note you play or what? I mean, he's got that many pedals, at least 100.
Yeah.
Plus he has his laptop, so he's firing sounds off his laptop with his guitar, plus all the analog pedals, and I mean, it's like outer space.
So you're getting there.
I've got
You're getting there.
like 10 or 11 on the board right now.
Yeah, you're getting there.
Yeah, 90 more to go.
Got to have goals.
All right, so brand new jam that is not released but will be released this year.
Oh, Todd's heard this.
It's called Sugar Daddy, Sugar Mama. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She came to Vegas from Bahama, mansion-filled melodrama, head to toe in golden thread, woven through her dread. Snake eyes, shady bed, gambling, borrowed debt, love a boy inside her skin, chase the spoils of sin. When you get right down to it, all the money won't fix this. When you get right down to it, money, money, don't, money, money, don't, money, money, don't, money, don't. That's so sweet from Cincinnati, drives a pink vintage caddy, knows the tricks and he struck it rich. He's the devil's bitch. Greenbacks won't make them cool, pocket change for a fool. Ladies cringe when he's out of sight, there's no love tonight. When you get right down to it, all the money won't fix this. When you get right down to it, all the money won't fix this. You get right down to it, money, money, don't, money, money, don't, money, money, don't, money, money, don't. Sugar daddy, sugar mama, dirty laundry, dirty drama. Sugar daddy, sugar mama, wicked candy, wicked karma. Sugar daddy, sugar mama, mama, sugar mama can't buy true love. Get right down to it. All the money won't fix this. When you get right down to it, all the money won't fix this. When you get right down to it, all the money won't fix this. When you get right down to it, all the money won't fix this. Get right down to it. Money, money, don't, money, money, don't. Money, money, don't, money, money, don't. Sugar daddy, sugar mama.
sugar daddy, sugar mama, mama, sugar mama can't buy true love.
Daddy, sugar, daddy can't buy true love.
Daddy
Mama, sugar, mama can't buy true love.
can't buy you love.
Daddy, sugar, daddy can't buy true love.
Can't buy you true love. Oh no.
Hey, so was it a breakdown or something? I don't know. You did some kind of sound design thing with your mouth.
Yeah, I did.
What'd you do?
I do sound effects on the side.
Yeah, I
Okay.
did.
All right. So no one asked. No one asked, but here's the story too.
Yeah.
So in the songwriting process to go along with this, so they do all the main singing. It's really their thing. I'm just here for eye candy. But typically, what will happen is I outed myself.
Eye candy.
I outed myself a couple years ago that I was capable of being in range of singing. And so there will inevitably be this process with almost every song. This happens almost every time. We'll be working it out, and they're singing it. They're working on a melody and a harmony. They're doing the whole thing together. And then there will come a point where everyone just both of them, slowly turn to me because they found a third vocal part. And this happens every time.
Every time.
And I'm like, I can't hit it. You know, I can't hit it. And they're like, you haven't even heard it yet. And I was like, I'm too busy. I can't. There's no way I can do it. 9 times out of 10, I've ended up doing it. So all of the background singing just inevitably falls to me. Know that was never planned. It was never planned to begin with. I think there's only one song that I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but there's a bass line that's just intricate enough that I have not wrapped my head around it yet.
Oh, I think it's Round and Round.
Is it Round and Round?
It's Round and Round, yeah.
It could be.
There's a cool harmony I want you to sing with me. Well, it's the
Did I try it?
Round and Round. Maybe a couple times, but you're like crazy busy doing like this counter rhythm thing.
Yeah, because not only is he
So
playing a crazy pattern,
yeah,
he's also jumping around all over
active.
the place.
This is my gym. This is what
which Todd says Kelley got to get up. That's what Todd's saying.
Go to bed, Todd. But I love you. Thanks.
Got to get up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it was Round and Round.
It could be.
Yeah. Hey, so Jen joined the group. My sister-in-law, Jen. What's up, Jen?
Hey.
Jen.
Yeah. And Bronco's in the house. My brother.
Bronco.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna have to do another that time will be when we collaborated and did Box Spring.
Yeah.
Because my brother is a co-writer on Box Spring, and that was really, really cool. So that'll be in another future episode. Yeah, I was wondering, like, what are we going to even do every week? But now it's like, okay.
See?
It's like, oh, yeah, there's that one and that one and that one and that one, all kinds of things. Yeah, that's good.
And there's that time when we were on tour. We stayed at your mom and dad's.
That's a good that time.
That time.
I can't wait to
That's a good that time with my dad.
That was the best time.
This is so great.
Yeah.
That's a good that time. That time.
We're gonna have to vet these a little bit.
Those are good. Dubai! Bronco, I don't know if you were here for that, but we did Rich People Problems earlier.
You'll just have to watch it later.
Yeah. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Iris, sounding great as always. Thank you so much. Chocolate Thunder. Can on the scene? What? Cam on the scene. I got you. Cam.
Yep.
Cam. There it is.
It's obvious.
That's good.
Are there no more questions? Are there
Let
no
me
more
see.
questions?
Well,
I'm looking,
it takes a while for the thing to...
because there's a delay, and so we gotta kill time.
The internet.
It's all good.
Oh, the internet.
It's all good. Well, I can't even believe it, but it's like
Bandwidth.
7:57.
It's been an hour.
Yeah.
We did it.
Coming up on an hour.
We did it.
So we should.
How long should we do it? Like 10 minutes? 15
They're like a
minutes?
10-minute thing.
Everyone knows all good podcasts have to be over an hour. And I've argued this point with people many a times.
It's true.
It's so true.
Yeah. Long form is back.
Right?
Because there's just too much stuff.
There is too much stuff. Oh, you know what I got?
Thank you, Bronco.
You know what I got yesterday is the other day as a gift. I don't even know why I'm talking about this, but I think they'll be
This
interested.
is the place.
No, I got
Pretty much it's going to become, you know what this is going to become? Hey, save it for the show. Save it for the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't tell me save it for the show. Okay, so go ahead.
I'm a vinyl collector, and my friend got me some new vinyl, and I don't even know what the name of it is, but that new Prince album that came out of like the unreleased stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I just got that on vinyl.
Ooh.
I'm stoked. I'm really stoked.
How many songs?
It's like 12 or 14.
No, it's more than that.
On the vinyl? Really?
It might be. I haven't even
Oh,
opened it.
yeah. I don't know
just got
what
the
it
other
is
day.
on the vinyl.
It's
Is
the
it a
one with
double?
him-
Is it a double album? Or
yeah, how many?
It's the one with him in the mirror.
Yeah, but how many?
How many discs?
It might be 2.
Okay.
All right.
I need to check when I get
so
home.
you can fit, because how did that work? It was like
I'm a vinyl collector. If anyone's interested or wants to send me vinyl,
you could get like 6 songs per side.
Well, it just depends on how long the songs
Yeah.
were.
with a link.
You know,
Yeah.
back in the day,
Back in
you know,
'98.
radio, you could go like 4 minutes. You know, that
Yeah.
was like the kind of standard.
Right.
You know, so but they weren't cranking out 10 songs on an album back then. You know, it was like if you did 10 songs on an album, I was like, man, that's a lot.
Yeah, there was like 4 and 4
Yeah,
kind of
so it
thing.
was
Something like that. Yeah.
I remember one of my favorite like headphone experiences when I was young. Pink Floyd, they had an album called Metal, Meddle,
Oh
Metal.
damn, yeah.
And there's a song. It's one song called Echoes, and it's Olive Side 2. Man, it's 22 minutes long. Oh, there you go. It's 22 minutes. So 22 minutes aside, roughly. It's great, man. Headphones, and it's just like it's a journey. So if anyone knows Metal by Pink Floyd, that's the jam.
We don't know it. We're not going to play it.
No,
Just to
no,
be clear.
we're not.
But yeah, I just got that record on vinyl. I was super excited. When I got it, I was like, oh, D's going to want to hear this. I'm
So
stoked.
cool.
I'm stoked. I haven't even opened it yet.
So do you have like a killer
But see the
power
problem.
amp?
See the
and
problem with
speakers
the
and-
the
hell yeah.
vinyl
Yeah.
is because you didn't get the live concert.
No, I didn't.
See,
What was that? There's like a DVD version with it.
So if you had bought the
CD
the
version.
CD version,
Oh, there's
you
a DVD with
get the live concert,
I'll have to look for that.
and
I have to double down. It was a gift, so if I buy it on CD, it'll be like brand new.
there you go.
It'll be fine. So yeah, you gotta have it on multiple formats too these days.
You really do.
Yeah, but I was stoked about that. I also got the it was like a late Christmas gift. I got that Phil Spector Christmas album, the one with the Ronettes and Darlene Love. Oh,
Wow.
I'm stoked. I've been wanting to buy that record for a while too. That's my friend John Huddle. He gave that to me. Thank you, John. I appreciate it.
That's awesome.
I love you. It's dope.
I love Christmas music.
I'm stoked. That record is just it's something else. It's just madness. Good Christmas madness. Just a lot of bells and vocals. It's like,
Yeah.
what is happening?
That's, I mean, got to have the bells.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Just all the reverb in that album. It's amazing. Anyway, I love it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Cool.
So let's see if we've got any more questions in the group. I don't see any more questions. So
You all seem very satisfied. Very happy to be here.
Yeah,
it's good.
it's not bad for
First show,
first show.
Pilot
Pilot.
season, baby. It's not
Man.
actually pilot season.
over an hour long.
Should we even mention the amount of production that's going on outside of the studio today? It's like insane. I don't even understand what's happening.
What do you mean?
Oh, we don't need to get into it, but just so you know, there, I pulled up to the studio.
Oh yeah.
He gave me a heads up. He's like, "Hey, parking's kind of limited today." I pull up to the studio and there's like 4 freaking like movie trailers all parked out there. I don't know but I saw catering going by
Oh,
at
this
like
is
6:45 at night.
This is great. So
I don't know if we can talk about it.
we're gonna talk.
We're
about
about to.
It. Doesn't matter.
I thought it was for this. I thought there would be catering.
Oh yeah, you were like, oh wow, we're really doing
There's
it.
food platters here.
Yeah, so there's a shoot going down. It's a commercial for Ring, and since this group isn't public, it's a private group. Doesn't matter.
Oh, we can say whatever
We're just
we
gonna
want.
Spill the beans.
Right.
So Ring, the Ring app, the Ring doorbell. So they're shooting a commercial a few houses down. Oh, this is good. There was a whole thing that went down today. So I took Miko to school. I came back, and I've got cones, no parking cones in front of my house. Like, what is this? And the location manager comes up, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you didn't get the notice from the city from, Permit LA?" And I said, "Nope, didn't get anything." And he was like, "Oh man," so he's whatever, song and dance, but fine, it was all good. So the crazy thing is, apparently there's one talent. They're shooting one actor, and they've got at least 300 feet of trucks.
Well, yeah.
For one talent.
Yeah.
I mean, motorhome and another motorhome, and I mean,
again, catering. There's catering coming out of one of those.
Crazy. So when Kelley pulled up, he was thinking, "Wow, all right."
I was like, "He's taking
live stream. We're really doing it
really seriously.
I love it." And then he walks in, and he's like, "Oh, okay."
It's like, how do we pay all these people? Oh, we didn't.
I see. I get it.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. So that's what happened on my street today.
Dope,
Just another normal day in LA.
Sounds like a Sesame Street bit. That's what happened on my street today.
On my street. I thought of like an intro, where we come in. Hold on.
What'd you do?
Oh, there we go. I thought of an intro like we could, like Mr.
Rogers' neighbor.
Yeah. When we come in,
let's not do that.
Put the sweater on.
That's a bad idea.
No,
that's a bad idea. No. It's already so hot in here.
It is really hot because we had the lighting going on. The lighting package is loud. All right, we are gonna close this out with one more song.
We are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do one more song.
We've given them so much.
We're gonna give them one more song,
okay.
And unless anyone has any last request, I'm gonna give it like 15 seconds because there's like a 5-second delay.
In internet time, that means like 30.
Yeah, so if you got a last song request, we'll entertain it. And if not, we'll pick one. So.
Successful, right?
Yeah, this was good.
It's good.
Right?
This was good.
It's good.
I really, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
This was all
You worked so hard for this.
Yeah. Well, and it's only going to get better.
There you go.
We're gonna see what it ended up sounding like and looking like.
I wonder if we'll have guests on.
Yes.
Well, that is.
Oh.
Yeah. Actually,
yes.
We want to have guests on.
Okay.
So, stay tuned for guests because we've got some good ideas. Just got to get some clearances here and releases signed and
paperwork. It's
official.
I used to say when people would invite me paintballing.
Yeah.
And I was like, any fun activity that I have to sign paperwork for, it's probably not that fun.
Not so fun.
Probably not that fun at all. I got a lot of welts. Was not thrilled with it.
Yeah.
And I was like 12, and that was the day I grew up, and I realized I don't want to sign paperwork to have fun anymore. Seems a bit much.
Chip says Longboard Surfers. Come on, man. Longboard Surfers is a song that Chip and I wrote together. We were sophomores in high school.
Chip is on it, man.
Yeah, he's throwing it back.
Let's have Chip on.
Come on, man. Come on out, special guest.
If you leave tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't think we're prepared to do Longboard Surfers. I apologize. And Iris wants Boom, but we started with Boom earlier. So we're going to leave you with The Show Goes On.
Oh, God. What is with picking all the songs that we don't play?
And honestly...
Okay, pick another one.
Honestly,
No.
honestly, his genuine reaction every time we play a song. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Because it's at the end of the night.
Oh,
God.
bother.
When we've already played 3 hours.
It's like Mr. Belvedere.
And now you want to play, like, the fastest moving song we got, where I literally get no time to breathe. Oh, let's do Show Goes On. Okay. Great. Not a problem.
Unless you want another one, then name the system.
The outro
And there will be a lot of that.
The outro is always the hardest part.
Name the system.
Sorry, but that's just the way we are.
Sorry, not sorry.
You don't have to apologize. Do you remember how it goes?
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah, I've never played it on this guitar. So this
He
is
said, he got really concerned for a second. What if this one goes wrong? What if this one goes wrong?
Because those 6 strings are different.
They are.
Ooh. They are, actually.
Yeah.
I think it's a different...
Show goes on. On the road to hell, trouble rings the bell. Growing up in sin, tragedy began. Mama paid the price, gave his son advice. Mama said to pray, the devil got in the way. The show goes on. The show goes on. Another shooting star, greed drives a car, rocket right to fame, pride burns the flame. As between the lines, running from the signs, down it on the brink, it's gone in a big show. The show goes on. The show goes on. Loaded is the gun, tortured is the sun. Bullets take a name, nothing is to say. Mama has to lie, broken alibis. Mama sent away. The show goes on. What you say? Woo, the show goes on.
Well, that's our show. Time for us to go. So we leave you with this. Come on, fellas.
And this has been Inside the OMG. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you being here. There's going to be a weekly thing. Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Pacific time. We'll see you real soon, like in a week. Thanks so much.
Bye.